What's up guys, NoZoupForYou here, and we are going to talk about the USS West Virginia one last time before I put this to rest once and for all. Hot on the heels of my video yesterday regarding why the 1944 version of the USS West Virginia needed to be put into the game, unbeknownst to me, Wargaming decided to have a powwow with each other and a dev blog coming out with a major announcement regarding the USS West Virginia. I did not know that this was going to happen in advance to me publishing my video, but this is perfectly fine and it's awesome because in a way it's good news. And I'm thankful for what Wargaming has stated. I'm thankful that they listened to the masses. And USS West Virginia will be released in-game in its current version that I am showing you as USS West Virginia 1941. So they are annotating the name of the ship with the year so that players know that this is not the final version. So I must give credit to where credit is due. Wargaming has listened, though I think a lot of heartache could have been avoided on this entire issue if Wargaming had listened and maybe done something as simple as putting out a survey asking what players wanted to see. A survey is relatively cheap. You could have done it on SurveyMonkey or something like that. There's tons of venues for surveys, and just ask a few questions. Are you excited about USS West Virginia? What form do you want to see the USS West Virginia in? Had they done that, I think they could have avoided this whole debacle in the first place. But I don't want to take the spotlight away and the shiny moment away from Wargaming because they did come around, they did see the error in their ways, and we have this. Unfortunately now, I still think we have more questions than answers. First question is, are players really gonna want another USS Colorado in-game? Yes, I know it's the USS West Virginia, but it's essentially a Colorado class in its stock form. And knowing how hard and how annoying and how burdensome the grind was on the USS Colorado, are players really going to be for this? And sure, I imagine some will. And some will see it as a shiny new premium to purchase, and they'll get it nonetheless. But that leads to other questions. Since this is West Virginia 1941, Wargaming has stated that West Virginia 1944 will be worked on or completed at some time in the future. Well, they kind of took themselves off the hook there, because they really don't have to come through with this. We might never see West Virginia 1944 because I'm sure there are other competing priorities right now, other ships that they're working on. And this means they probably haven't even started work on this ship, so there's no telling when we might get this ship, and there's no answer to that. Another question that this brings up is what happens if you purchase West Virginia 1941? If 1944 eventually does come out, are players going to get that for free? Kind of like how they got the USS Boise and Nueva de Julio? Are they going to get the 1944 upgraded whole version for free? Or are players going to have to purchase that when it or if it eventually comes out? We don't know. Wargaming hasn't said anything regarding that. They might not even have thought of this as an issue. So that's another question. And finally, yes, I know a lot of you are very concerned about the upgraded 1944 version and where it may fall as far as Tier 7 or Tier 8. Is it going to be an overpowered Tier 7 or is it going to be a weak Tier 8 because of its speed? I don't know. I mean, hell, maybe if it does come out as Tier 8, they could give it historical range and accuracy and just make it one of the most accurate battleships in the game so the speed isn't quite as much of a factor. Of course, escaping is going to be hard. You put it down at Tier 7, there's obviously the concerns that it's going to be overpowered or what have you. But you know what? I'm not concerned with these at all. I'm not. If Wargaming decides to finally make West Virginia 1944, we'll get it, we'll test it, we'll see how it works, and we'll go from there. But at this point, this ship looks like it's way into the future now. And that West Virginia 1941 asterisk is the version that we're going to get and the version we're going to have for a long time now. So, in conclusion, did Wargaming really listen to us? Or did they just give themselves an out? Which this might be more of an out than anything else, because we're still back at square one. We're getting the West Virginia that we don't want, and a loose promise to possibly get one at some point in the future that we really do want. And whether or not it comes to fruition, we've got no clue. And I guess only time will tell. And we can only put our faith in Wargaming that they are going to give that to us eventually. And hopefully answer the other questions that I have poised to them in this video regarding whether or not players are going to have to purchase the next 1944 version if in fact it does come out. Anyhow, I am done with USS West Virginia for now. I'm sure at some point in the future I'm going to get it for testing, and when I do, I am going to give you my opinions on West Virginia 1941, and I'm not going to make mention of this whole what we should have got and what we shouldn't have got ever again. I'm done with this. I've said my piece. Thank you for watching. Zoop out.